Hi, I'm Aimée. I want something a bit spicy with my hairdo today, but I'm not too sure on color or style, so anything goes really.
Okay, and well, your turn so they can see how your hair is.
Of course.
On the first time modeling on
Yes.
YouTube. You're a virgin on YouTube.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll start on you. Hello friends on YouTube. Got myself a new model. Now she wants to spice up her hair, so I'm gonna work on that. Of course I start with protection like I always do. And she has a nice bob, but a bit classic. Gonna do this cut with hot razor of Ergo, but then it can create that spicy, funky, bit rough feeling. So it will be much more playful. Start by wetting the hair. Lekker kluiten deze.
Ja, wel grappig.
Now she really loves fringes that are a bit short. That is also to be arranged. I'm going for an ultra light color because it's getting summer. So gotta make it look stunning.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm certain it will. To the side, start right behind that, take myself a triangle on top, twist the hair a bit, and of course I know where I want to go, so I go in like this. This will certainly give more effect to the hairs. Take the triangle behind that to the front, twist it, and I'll go in with a real flat knife. Go softly in the first, it's a bit rough, but then I get a little bit more flexible hair. Take the sides on it, lift them over, pull them on the line of cutting. Twist around my fingers. See where I left theirs. So there I go in and gently take off the length. But give it that rough effect. So it looks like it's never been cut before. Again, lift over, twist it, watch where the hairs jump out, go in. So this will certainly give it a rougher effect. Leave the front. Take the hairs up on the line of cutting. See the line of cutting, see where they jump out. Put it on the center line of the skull. Go in and gently work my way in. This technique I called Christmas tree effect, because I invented it at Christmas time. But you see it a lot of hairdressers do, like a palm tree effect, that kind of effects. And you see them also with thinning scissors. That I don't like, because they are too rough for the hairs. This hair will certainly feel sexy and soft afterwards, because the hairs are sealed, so there's no damage on the hairs. Wetting in between. Take from the center on the skull, take the hairs up, pull them up, take them to the front line, twist them, and go in. Het leuke van als je werkt zo, dan leg je ook alles uit. Dus je wilt zelf ook de hele tijd aan denken.
Precies, wat je aan het doen bent eigenlijk.
Dan ga ik gewoon in een flow en dan doe ik niks.
Ja, nu is het echt wel, moet je een soort van expliciet maken voor jezelf.
Take the hairs up to the front. Pick them, twist them. It's not a problem that they jump out, because I will always find them. I'm going to create some volume in the back. So, twist it. Go stand on the other side, because I want to keep the different in length on the inside. And create the volume that I need on the rounding to get the rough effect. So when I open this up, I have a nice rough effect on top. Not too short, but also volume, because now you see the skull jumping out and give it that volume. Do this of course on both sides. Het is ook heel leuk om alles uit te leggen.
Ja, ik snap dat je het leuk vindt.
Ja, het is te gek. Again, pull the hairs up. Again, pull the hairs up. Pick them together. Twist them on the center of the skull. Now I'm going to stand on this side. Go in there. And roughen it up. Now I get a real funky feeling into this hairstyle. All the stiffness of the bob is gone. See that I lay the hairs from the top of the skull onto the front of the ears. And find a way, because I need some length. And I will take some length. Take the hairs up. Right at the natural shapes. Knowing that she lost to have a little bit short fringe. Twist the hairs to the outside. Coming at the front, on the fringe, use my tip, give the fringe that jumpy effect, so it gets a little bit playful. Lift the hairs over. Watch at the eyes. Gonna wet it in between. Ja, goed kind. Je haren, ze vallen me aan. Lekker hè, water?
Ja, lekker koud.
Ja, heerlijk. Go in, work on the short fringe, but a rough fringe, and not a classic one. Lift the hairs over, turn them so I can see where I go, gently go in, using only the tip. The nice thing of working with this knife is that the hairs in the face lines never irritate the skin, because they are sealed, so they never get into the skin and give irritation, so you never have red pickles. Watch at the line, take a little bit up, give it a small twist, ultra fine techniques. And now you see how nice this face line opens up. Turner. Leuk het kopje, hè? Take the hairs from the front of the ears onto the face line. Lay them in. Turn my hand to the outside and gently go down. Roughen the line. don't have to be the same straight length and everything. Maybe a bit more offline, because that is the nicest effect you can create with this. Take the hairs till behind the ears. Take them on, knowing that I need some length on the back, but I want also that funky feeling. So I start with the fall of the skull S into this line and just softly take long stripes and cut the knife into the hairs. Let it slide through the hairs and watch what develops. And hold it. Just let it go when it's free. So now you can see that I get that nice effect on it. So I have only the stiff basic bob line, but the rest is already getting jumpy, funky and free. Go on a circle. Take the same line. So I create a line like the fontanelle and the fringe to the back. Turn a bit so you can see what I mean. So I have this circle. Go in. And don't take too much off because I need some of the length. But give it long lines. And let my hand slide down and softly flow out. So now I have even more effect on this line. And you see, I get more volume, more nice feelings. Get excited about haircut. Kijk, moet deze laten zien? Kun je deze laten zien? Coming on this part, take the part from the ears, take it to the back, watch at the line, go in, and hear the hissing of the blade. And gently go out. Now you see this haircut developing, twisting some hair to the side, watch at the lines of the skull, go in and adjust it. Do the same to the other side, take those over, watch at the line of the skull, go in and roughly adjust the line. Now the only thing I have to roughen up is the baseline of the neckline. But I also want to stay a little bit in the length because I really think this length will certainly suit her, but not this much hair. On the fall of the skull, onto the skull line, pin them up. Kijk, even kappers fietsen, dat vind ik ook. First go to the center line. So take the hairs up, bend them to the side, watch where I go. And just roughly take off some hair. Bend the hairs to the front, gently go in and out. Take the hairs to the other side, go in the opposite lines. Again, in the center line, stay roughly. Then go to the sides. Again, watch how the skull shapes are. Wetting is very, very important when you work with a hot tool. And thin out on the line. So get that fresh feeling and free, joyful, young, happy I'm so happy. That was the last video I did that. I had the song of I'm so happy. Oh, so happy. I'm as happy can be. Adjusting the lines. Get a little bit influenced by the underparts because they go in. But that I can take away, so then it softens up. Turn a bit. Go to this line. Watch how it falls. Dare to play with hair. You only can learn when you try things out yourself. Free the upper hair. Clip je weg. Watch where they go. Onto the side. Don't have to be the same length, but I told you, it may be playful, but in pace, it always comes on the same lines and the same structures. So you have to find your best way for yourself. Create that wonderful feeling. And also play with your fingers, because you can turn fingers. You can use them to create the shape of what you're doing. You can make graduation with it, and graduation gives different in length, but also that joyful feeling of movement. Now the only thing I'm gonna apply to this hair is a little bit slice techniques. Hold my scissor flat. And these are deep slice techniques. So they are protected by the hairs, but give it a lot of volume because they jump up when you give it some air. And do this only above the rounding. So I give it some more power to lift up. Go back to the front. Ik krijg heel ander koppie hoor.
Ja, dat lukt.
Ja, dat is echt leuk.
Meestal als het kort is, dan zie je mijn ogen een beetje.
Ja, je hebt gewoon een heel mooi gezicht, een hele mooie schedel. Mooie vormen. En je bent een mooi mens. So go also on top, take the hairs up, give it some deep slice techniques. Now I'm going to light this hair up a lot of levels, because what I told you is summertime, so we're going for the ultra light colors. Now I just play with the hairs. But use all the facial lines. You always watch what it does. Then I get rid of the underline. So turn it so you can see where I found those. So when you lay the hairs aside and you take away this part of the hairs, it's always against the fall of hairs. So when you get rid of it, you get a much nicer shape. The same as on this side. So when I lift the hairs up, it's a bit hard to do. I see this part go in the opposite lines. So I only take that away, so it is not in the way of the hairstyle. Now lay it back and watch the beautiful folds. Have to adjust this part because now it's a little bit longer, but that is because the jumping effect is gone. And when it's growing back, the hair is longer, so it's not in the way anymore. I think this hairstyle is really nice. It's not just the hairstyle that it looks like come fresh from the hairdresser, but that's nice. And when she goes swimming in summertime, she can lay it to the sides, have a nice short hairstyle, and no hair is in the way. So now I'm gonna make her a bleach. Nou, voel hoe je haar voelt.
Ah, het is echt cool.
Lekker hè?
Super licht, zeg maar. Het is
Ja.
echt heel anders. Mijn hele
Lekker
gezicht is
zacht, hè?
meteen anders.
Ja.
Oh, heel cool. Kijk hoor. Heel nice. Oh, ik vind het zo cool.
Ja, leuk hè?
Ja, ik ben heel enthousiast.
Maar je kunt ook asymmetrisch dragen en zo. Kijk, dus je kunt ook bijvoorbeeld zeggen, je hebt een speciaal feestje. Dan zet je deze heel strak met jou naar achteren. Die prachtige oren kunt zien. En deze werk je helemaal uit naar voren. Dus kijk hoe sexy dat is. Dan doe je die kant een hele mooie bellen.
Ja, precies zo.
Ja.
Oh,
Mooie rode lipstift of zo. En dan pats. Okay, made the bleach, made Wella bleach. Put in a Vario blonde. Gonna color this lighting up with 3% as 10 volume. Start where the fall is. The nice thing is when you work with low peroxides, you never heat up the hairs. The hairs in the length are already lightened up with a highlighter, not with a bleach. So I can work with that. So I can start also on the outgrow. Put in step 1 of the glit line, and that's a protection system that reduces that small amount of ammonia that's maybe in the bleach to a zero. And seals this up, so you don't have to cry, you don't smell anything of the product. Keeps it nice and smooth. And when you don't have that, just put a conditioner in. It's also, especially because it's a powder product, it holds the bleach nice and smooth and a bit wet, so it doesn't dry up. Just apply all over her hair. Okay, now all the product is on the hair, so gently come through the hairs to watch if all the spots are in the same amount of bleach. And I can lay them back so it doesn't lay on one package. Then I close this up. There's some cotton wicks around it. What I told you, I don't smell anything, so there's no ammonia coming free from the hairs. I don't see any irritation. That was different 10 years ago. And you would see me crying to get it to bleach color. And I always try bleach on myself, even when I'm bald. Of course I have hair on the sides. And when I have a new bleach, I always first try it on myself. Then I do with 40 volume, just to know how soft the bleach is. Because when I take the hardest peroxide, I'm certain when I don't feel a thing, I have a good bleach. Contour always dries up a bit, so that I lay a little bit more. We are going to wait for about 20 25 minutes, maybe half hour, but that'll tell you afterwards. And then we're gonna rinse it out. What I did, I tell you then. Take out my gloves. Take a cotton wick, take small stripes of it, lay it on the contour where the plastic lays on the skin, because that irritates the most. Protect the ears. I lay a little bit on top, so I hold a lot of air between the plastic and the bleach. Close this up, and then we go for tea or coffee, but you just stay there, because we are not going to leave you. We are back in less than a second. We are.
So look so.
Minutes without heat and 10 minutes with heat, we came to this result. I think it's far enough because we're going into the summer and the sun will also light it up. I'm gonna wash this hair with a new shampoo and new conditioner. Show a photo into the product, but I'll show you also the product into this video now. Starting with the shampoo. Take 3 pumps. It's a vegan product. And it's ultra soft. And it reduces a lot of the yellow colors. It smells really nice.
It does.
Yeah. This a massage gently into the hairs. You can see it's a creamy product. Het schuimt goed, hè?
Ja,
Zijn
heel.
nummer. Het schuimt goed.
Sick. Ruikt echt lekker.
Ja.
Het citroenachtig.
Warm. This will dry with a towel and then color blow dry the hairs. When you have somebody in the sink, when they go out, first put 2 fingers in the ears so you get the water out of the ears and then lift them up. For you it's not a problem, but when you have laid your head in the sink for a longer time, it's hard to lift it up. Come and blow dry this hair. Put on the cape again. Use a nice styling product on this hair. It's no yellow spray of Attitude. I really love this product. Shake it before you use it. It gives a wonderful smell, but also a very nice correct on the color, because it's a toner conditioner. So where you think you need a little bit more coolness, you can get it. Ruikt lekker. That's Dutch for it smells nice. And that's the violet toner is. You can see this on my fingers. That's not a problem. Now start blow drying. Just make it very playful and give it a lot of volume. And the nice thing is when you work with a hot tool, you cannot get stuck at the ends because they're still in a wonderful condition. So you never get stuck. And you don't have split ends for more than 4 months.
Nee.
Ja, dat is spannend.
Vandaar dat ik dacht dat het zo'n leuke verandering is.
Ja, zeker. Dat is leuk. En je kunt altijd de kleur de schuld geven als je het nou niet weet.
Precies.
Het is nog steeds een bos haar hoor.
Ja, ik weet het.
Het is echt veel haar dat jij.
Ik ga nooit helemaal weg, denk ik. Je moet het scheren.
Ja, je kunt beter iets te veel hebben uit moeten dunnen.
Ja, dan andersom.
Ja, dat zeg je. Je kunt er niet bij knutselen.
Nee. Daar ben ik heel blij mee. Dankbaar voor.
Ja, zeker. Je hebt een lekkere proef haar. Je hebt echt een mooie schedel voor.
Thanks.
Ja, alle complimenten aan jou. Jullie genetisch materiaal was zo goed, man.
Precies. Dankjewel.
Ik krijg eigenlijk 2 jaloerse ouders die zeggen, wat heeft ze aan mij?
Mogen we terug. Nee, ik moet nog even mijn leven meedoen, hè. Dus ja.
Ja, je moet er voorzichtig mee zijn.
Precies.
So far blow drying. Now to give it some roughness, I'm gonna use Dirty Angel. It sounds also really nice on blonde hair. Also a product of Attitude. It looks like this. It's a styling product, but also a dry shampoo. And it adds some roughness to the hair. And it smells really nice. And also on older ladies, when you have to get a water wave, it's really nice product because combing against makes it a lot easier to do. So when you want to rough it up, you just go deep in and get that volume. Ach, kent er hier mooi uit. Jump out ends. Take a little bit hairspray, not too much. Lekker.
Mm-hmm.
Just to roughen it up a little bit more. And to give it that shaggy look. Maar dat is deze zit nog steeds een beetje warm.
Ah, oké.
Zie je? Zie meteen. No, I think this is a wild hairstyle. Thank you for being my model. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And see the comments online. We see each other next video. And she will turn around to show you the end result. Bye bye. Dankjewel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Something a bit spicy with my hairdo today. but I'm not too sure on color or style, so anything goes really.
Okay, and well, your turn so they can see how your hair is.
Of course.
On the first time modeling on YouTube.
Yes.
You're a virgin on YouTube.
Yes, that is true.